What's going on? We are live, y'all. We are live. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, new subscribers and returning subscribers. It's great. It's great to have you all here. Now, full moon in Leo, huh? Full moon in Leo. We're not too far from it. Okay. Because it will be full at 27 degrees. All right. So, right now, currently, the moon is at 18 degrees Leo. Now, y'all know I love these numbers, okay? Y'all know I love these numbers. So, let's see here. Whatever it is that is going on within you right now, ain't no hiding it. You can't. The sun is going to make it clear as day. I mean, the sun is the ruler of Leo, fifth house energy. Let's get a little bit about that fifth house, though. That's creativity, that's romance, that's the area of risk, that's the house of drama. So it's just so many things that is considered fun in the house of Leo. This just popped on out, by the way. New romantic cycle begins. And meditate and contemplate. Definitely like the video while you enter into this room, because that is your attendance. Okay, this is your attendance. Welcome, love. Welcome. Yes, so try. We in here. Okay? We in here. So prosperity lies ahead is at the bottom of the deck. Of course, we're going to open up the energies to source, which they already are, prior to me even coming on here. But full moon in Leo. Full moon in Leo. Let's look at some notes here as it relates to Leo 27 degrees, which is where it'll be at when it does oppose the sun to be a full moon. Okay. So it says here, beaded curtain, a double identity, outwardly conventional, appropriate, legitimate, and orthodox, inwardly, alien, cosmic, involved with other realities and boldly exploring the infinite. You feel compelled by inner necessity to maintain both worlds and serve the outer by bolstering goodwill everywhere. Yet this is achieved with a fraction of your awareness and sensibility. Meanwhile, the depths, the heights, the many worlds beyond are attended to, are thoroughly made your own. You are the iceberg person with a wonderful tip showing and a fabulous wealth of goodies inside to partake in endlessly. Let me take a look at the galactic signature of the day, because something tells me. Let me see what is it today? Oh, that's not where I get it from. That's not what I want right now. We want this. The yellow crystal star, yellow star tribe, which is about universalizing cooperation and dedication. The star is about beauty, art, and elegance. Yellow crystal star day today. And the affirmation for the yellow crystal star is, I dedicate in order to beautify, universalizing art. I seal the store of elegance with the crystal tone of cooperation. I am guided by the power of universal fire. Now, tomorrow, the date of the full moon, yes, we will be doing messages tomorrow. However, it is the red cosmic moon tomorrow. Whoa. Okay. The tone is all about transcending, presence, and enduring. The tribe is connected to purifying flow and universal water. The affirmation for tomorrow's energy is I endure in order to purify. Wow, that's deep. 550 right now. That's where a lot of change happens. The more you, okay, we're going to take it one step at a time. Okay. Transcending flow. I seal the process of universal water with the cosmic tone of presence. I am guided by the power of space. So tomorrow's guidance power is guided by space. Today's power is guided by universal fire. If we were looking at tarot cards, it would basically be you holding the Ace of Wands, the Magician, the Star card. Yes, that's what this energy feels like. It feels like the Ace of Wands, the Magician, and the Star card. Star card is all about unexpected events that connect you to what it is that you want or wish coming true. The Magician has all the tools to create that which is the wish coming true, and the Ace of Wands is the wands that the Magician is using to create the wish come true. So, what y'all got going on? Talk to me. What's up with y'all? What's up with y'all? Because I know from yesterday's message to today, so much has shifted just within, that transcending moment. Because even through that message, it was transcended. Don't forget to like the video. That's your attendance when you get up in here. Okay? So that's you saying here, like the video. Listen, at this point, if you click this video, you obviously resonate with it. That's just something is in here. Something is a message in here for you somewhere. Somewhere. Even if it's just looking at this background, looking at my face, that's a message. I don't know, whatever. Huh? He said about to clock out, go study and work. Okay, I see you. Surrender to the divine. Hello, my love. Surrender to the divine was on the table here. Full moon. That's tomorrow. Okay. Now, healing from removing those 3 swords. So now you at the 4 of swords. You rested on that sword of truth. Sword of truth ain't gonna be comfortable. It's not going to be comfortable. You're always going to be reminded from what it is that you're healing from. Give yourself that space to heal. Yep. And feel those wounds. And you know what else too? As you're healing those wounds, you'll be able to see those who truly support you based on the way they respond to your healing process. That is definitely something to pay attention to, especially when you're taking it to the next level. You're ascending and expanding. You can truly see who is there as you're healing from something, especially if you don't say exactly what it is that you're healing from. That's a great test of faith and trust. I feel like one of the greatest ones. The way people respond to you as you're healing. And as you're filling those wounds out. You know what I mean? So let's open up for our messages, y'all. Go ahead and take your 4 deep breaths. Inhale for 4. Hold it for 4. Then exhale for 4. And let me know when you're done. Even if, like you said, you about to clock out wherever you at, you don't have to stop and pause just to breathe. You already breathing. This is why you're even here to even click on this video. So we always have the opportunity. It's all about us taking it to breathe, to really breathe. So let's I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the elements. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the galaxies. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the solar systems. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the planets. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of my ancestors and spirit guides. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the gods and goddesses that flow through me as me for the collective. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Okay, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to actually attach R.C. Blake's Removing Yourself from Soul Ties, Breaking Soul Ties. I'm going to copy and paste that link to this video. I would love for you all to check it out, because the next time we come live, it'll be, we'll get more into it. Also for 222, I will be doing something via Zoom for us to connect even more on that day, 222. So, because that's going to be an intense portal, and it's up to us to utilize it, and that's what we'll do. We'll definitely do that. Okay, 11:33 on the timer, and it looked like it paused for a moment too for me to see it. So definitely take a look at that, because it doesn't have to be about a present relationship. This could be about other situations that you were surrounded by that affects you, and you not realizing the way it affects you. But once you realize the way it affects you and how deep it affects you, it's like, whoa. If we doing all of that, look at this orb right here. This happened in one of the other videos too, and it became a love reading. Was it that one? I think so. It ended up turning into this. That energy was something else. But let's see what the messages are. I got the moon deck in my hand first, which is connected to the collective subconscious. All right. That which is within all. We have a fiery climax approaches. Okay, so the energy that I'm feeling right now is of excitement. No matter what it is that you're experiencing right now, there's this factor of excitement. Remember how I was saying yesterday, that moment between that storm and when the sun comes out? Notice when that happens, how quick of a shift that is too. You know what I mean? Yes, Ashe. Yes. Yes. Notice how quick of a shift that is. We have surrender to the divine and step out of your comfort zone. Okay. Let's see what the messages are. Let's get this energy shifted. Let's rise on up, y'all. Let's rise on up. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. The energy is gaining momentum. Come on. Nothing will come of this situation. We know. What is this? It's time to release negativity. Ashe. Believe in the impossible. Let's do it. Here we go. Here we go. It's time to take action at the bottom of the deck. New moon in Aries. We are approaching Aries season. So this will be, wait a minute, where we at? Aquarius, Pisces, then Aries. Okay. So the following new moon obviously will be in Aries. The next one is new moon in Pisces. All right. Which is definitely going to either enhance your current situation in relationships or step you into relationships that connect to your soul. Okay. This is why it's important to release those burdens from the heart space. It's time to take action. We have the new moon in Aries popping out for the collective right now, letting you know that this new moon in Aries is going to be very important for you when it comes to taking action, because something is going to be presented to you in your physical realm. Okay. What do we have here for the collective? So it's, come on. A new romantic cycle begins. Again, this could be the elevation of the one you're currently in or stepping into one. This came out yesterday towards the end, right? Where we got cut off like the tower would do so. So that's the other thing. Okay, remember yesterday's video, the way it got cut off? That's literally how these energies around you that do not or not in alignment to your soul and your soul's journey, that's what will happen. It'll get cut off. It'll get cut off without question. You'll find yourself moving in the way because you already told Source what your plan is. Now it's guiding your actions. Now Source is guiding your actions. So the cards you got coming out here is believe in the impossible, meditate and contemplate. Blue moon and new moon in Pisces, which is the next new moon, y'all. Now, that new moon in Pisces, that's going to be on the 2nd of March. New moon in Pisces, 2nd of March. And then on the 6th, Mars and Venus will be in Aquarius, which means you'll be connected to new people within your tribe, as well as romantic connections. Getting to know other people, getting to know others that are in alignment to you, which is also going to be more feedback about who you are and where you are currently. Okay? Because everything that's going on outside of you, if we're taking, holding ourselves accountable for our healing, that which presents itself to us in our physical reality is also something we have to hold ourselves accountable for, so. Yeah, see, because I just moved the light just to see if it was the light that was doing that, but that's still there. Say less. Say less. Hey, love. Got the tribe up in here. So we got believe in the impossible, meditate and contemplate on whatever it is that is possible, impossible, because it is possible. You are possible. The I am, that's why the new moon in Aries card came out the bottom of the deck. It's time to take action on what you think it's possible. But what you think is possible is because you're still thinking about it, it's making it impossible. Let it flow. Connect with source. Connect with source. Do what you can control. Day by day, do something every day about the energy you want to experience. Do something every day about the energy you want to experience, which will mean that you're going to be removing things that no longer serve. Okay, so I always push people away. I'm opening to my own intuition. And you know what? I'm glad you said that, because I even had that came across the thought process for me today, in realizing the reason as to why that may even happen, because there's so many deeply rooted emotions that may have been swept under the rug because of wanting to respect someone else's feelings, but in doing so, you're actually disrespecting yourself. Especially the way you would acknowledge the situation from a higher perspective, but don't do it. That sits within you, and then it becomes like the fruits of your labor, but fruits that are just sitting there and they just spoil. That's what that's like. So, you know what I mean? 1,000 times, Ella May. We done this a lot of times. You know what I mean? But not no more. Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent, which is after the new moon. Now it says meditate and contemplate. And the next phase that comes up after the new moon is the waxing crescent, and that's the card that came out next. We have a blue moon here, which is also a full moon. Okay. Now, we know the blue color to be connected to the throat chakra, which is the intuition. What sits under that, the understanding of the intuition, is the heart and the solar plexus. We have a completion of a cycle when it comes to the solar plexus approaching us as we speak. So when the moon is at 27 degrees, it'll be full, because it'll be opposing the sun in Aquarius. Okay. Now, all of this is influencing you to bring love into your situation. You, wherever you're seated at this moment in your current circumstance, and show people who you truly are. Show people who you truly are from a higher perspective, because we may have been doing so from a place of, and I'm saying we because this is collective, we may have been doing so from a space of wounds. And then that causes you to push people away. Now, sometimes when you're pushing people away, it's because your subconscious already knows the path that that's going to take you. But we have yet to understand what's happening. And it seems like we're pushing away, but we're actually taking care of ourselves before the situation occurs. But as we're going through the process and getting to know ourselves more and more and more, we start to realize, oh, wait a minute. That was due time. That was part of the process. It was just 2117, the World card and the Star card. Saturn and Uranus. Capricorn, Aquarius. Now, Capricorn and Aquarius are both spiritual aspects of its polar opposite. Capricorn, the spiritual body of the physical body of Cancer, and Aquarius, the spiritual body of the physical body of Leo. Okay. Aquarius is a very powerful sign because it embodies two elements, water and air. That's one sign. Wow. The way that's coming up right now. Because we know the masculine energy to be air and fire. And the feminine energy to be earth and water. Aquarius is water and air, which is the divine feminine, divine masculine. So in the age of Aquarius, that aspect of be focused on a divine feminine and masculine within. And the way Mars and Venus are rolling through here right now, especially when it enters Aquarius on the 6th of March. 12 days after that, you have the Virgo full moon. Now, the Virgo full moon, whatever it is that you've been planting, you're about to see the fruits of what you've been planting, the fruits of that labor. Full moon in Virgo, which is the physical of Pisces, the spiritual. So we got to be mindful of what it is that you're believing in. This is why we have meditate and contemplate, now that we came full circle with that. Have faith in your dreams. Jupiter is in Pisces right now. There's a lot of healing that could be done through the dream state or the inner vision. What is within? Your inner strength, your inner wisdom, your inner, everything starts within first. Now, y'all saw me this whole time looking this way at y'all. Look what we got here. Conclusions are within reach. Bob Marley and the Wailers, Waiting in Vain is playing. Yeah, this is Waiting in Vain. Sources that go in. Waiting in vain is waiting for something outside of you. Not to be misconstrued with the how, but waiting for something outside of you. And also a lot of belief systems where we're that most of us were brought up in. We're more so about, if you don't do this, then God is going to strike you. No, no, it won't. No, 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 it's not. That's not how that works. That's not how that was designed. Because that's basically saying that you're about to take yourself out, which you would actually do if you're not, in alignment to what your purpose is. So feeding the conscious mind with things that are plain and simple lies that will cause friction when it comes to you meditating and contemplating. Okay. That was all designed by those who wanted to be empowered to be empowered by not empowering the congregation or the collective and saying that your savior's outside of you. And it's unfortunate that people don't read. People don't read, therefore they don't listen. Because if they were reading, then you'll start to see things opening up where they're now listening and hearing. Because the hearing will come from that inner voice, that inner God. See what I'm saying? What else you got for the collective resource? Closer. Closer to my dreams. Wow. I'm getting closer. Let's go. I'm not going to take that. I want the cards to pop on out. Looks like you should. Yeah, I'm sure. What's the actual message here? Fell right on top of believing the impossible. Seriously? You know what that new romantic cycle is? That which is within. That's really the divine feminine and masculine that keeps coming out. Because like the glute to the hamstring, in order for that hamstring to be able to pull and help you propel yourself forward so that way the calves can carry through, because the calves are actually connected to Aquarius. But that which is within has to be activated, or the glute in that sense would have to be activated for the others under it to move forward. This, yo. Now I see why the clients that I've trained in the past and where I was located, why I was looked at the way I was looked at. Long story short, unappreciated in certain facilities that I worked in. And if your Achilles is messed up, which is one of my injuries that I also had, you can't even move forward. Yo, what? I'm delivering this message to y'all, but I'm having the whole epiphany right now. I see why this shit, not this shit, my bad. Y'all already know how I go down. Talking about closer. And you know what? A lot of y'all in here are amazing channelers. Y'all need to go in these comments with y'all channels, because listen, what y'all waiting on? What are you waiting on? Because if I waited to deliver these messages, it wouldn't resonate the way it is right now, as me also going through my own storms, but being a storm rather. That was something that came through to me yesterday. It always does, but there's different levels of it. Source was like, you are the change in the wind. It's not the easiest task because you're not going to ask what amount of pressure you want to come in with. That's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to just be the change in the wind, be the change in the perception by waking up the spirit, which is also air. So here we are, y'all. Erykah Badu, In Love With You. It was just 31:11 on that. It's 6:16 right now. New romantic cycle begins. Take that leap. Taking that leap. And that's the frog. The frog carries no weight. It feels everything. It feels everything. And it's the first thing to go when there's toxic vibrations in the air. If it's holding on to that weight. No more. No more holding on to none of that. No more. Release it. Release it. It was all designed for you to be right here in this moment, right now. Connected to me, connected to these videos. Jump, nigga, jump. I just heard my grandfather who's in Aquarius. Word. And it's 6:18 right now. Answer the call. So my phone started ringing. 18 actually. Look at this. The fiery climax approaches after the new moon in Libra. So new moon in Libra. So there's new connections coming in. That's going to complete the entire cycle of who you are. And this is going to create a fiery climax. Now, this could be positive and negative. This can create, heated conversations. But again, those heated conversations, those uncomfortable conversations, but use your discernment with uncomfortable conversations, because sometimes people want to have a conversation with you when they need to handle that shit they fucking self. On another note, when you have evolved to a point where you know what you know, and you can discern the difference between the fuckery and reality, then we can have these conversations. You feel me? Don't forget to like the video, show that you here. That's your attendance. So we got new romantic cycle begins and the fiery climax approaches. Release the past. Do what you must do to release the past. Which means allowing yourself to feel the hurt from the past. And pay attention to those as you're healing your own wounds, what they say and how they respond to you. Can't nobody in this world tell you how you feel or how you should not feel. No one. Okay? Because in most cases, that's usually that person not wanting for you to do that so that way they can continue to avoid healing themselves, especially if you're around them. Especially if you're around them. Notice how this is getting brighter. Come through, source. Speak through me. Ashe. Then we have a win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. So now we got the new moon in Libra, full moon in Aries with the full moon in Libra. So right in the middle of all of these partnerships and connections is a fiery climax that approaches, which is why I was sensing that Ace of Wands, Magician, and the Star card energy all together, as if those were the cards you were dealt right now. Because the Ace of Wands is a rebirth. It's an awakening from personally developing yourself from these connections. Now that's a choice that you make. And then you have luck is on your side here. Hold your vision with conclusions all within reach. Okay. A win-win outcome is forecast, though. This is based on your own choices. The narrative has shifted, collective. That which we used to know, well, that which we used to believe has shifted more into a knowing state. And a lot of what you believed in is not so much what you know, not so much something that is part of the knowing that's connected to where or how the way this realm is shifting, this earth is shifting, this planet is shifting. People can be ignorant all they want. You can act like you don't know shit. All right, keep going. Keep it up. Keep it up. Or keep playing yourself. That's one thing I love about R.C. Blakes too. He's a pastor. Yes. If I did enter a church, it will be one of his. You know what I mean? Because he says it the same way. He was like, I don't speak this way, to be disrespectful or to be mad. No, it's shifting the shit out them spirits that don't belong, that want to be sitting there lurking, and people don't understand that shit because they don't go through their own process, and they won't look at you like you fucking crazy. You sit there with them spirits if you want to, but don't bring that shit over here. Don't bring it over here. Because this video comes across to people too who are against me. Shit, they're against themselves. Because you can only be against me if I allow you to be. At this point. Before in the past year. Now, you're against yourself. Because you playing handball with that energy. Solo handball with that energy. Because there isn't an audience to entertain it anymore. And you can see when people overdo it with the niceness. Pay attention to that too. See me, I'm one that sees right through shit. Straight serpent all day. And a feline. So, come on now. Greatest gift is the art of detachment. With a high dose of X-ray vision. I'm no longer stopping myself from that I used to. But not no more. Not anymore. Y'all gonna hear me quoting a lot about R.C. Blakes because he also mentioned, you know what that's like when you hide yourself, when you hide what you know, when you hide your gifts, that's like putting a horse and a bull together. That ain't gonna happen. That's life-threatening. That shit right there, life-threatening. No more of that. No more of that. Shows Fatima. Wow. Killing Me Softly. Fugees and Lauryn Hill. Miss Lauryn Hill. That's what those energies do. They try, which is an insult to doing, to kill you softly until you wake up. When that ass wake up, when you have that awakening, that Ace of Wands, after you've gone through the Two of Wands straight to the Ten of Wands, you start seeing. Once you see, you can't unsee. And how others respond to you when you're seeing is none of your business. Shit, even if they do resonate with you, none of your business. This lighting right here. I'm gonna have to watch this over apparently. Let's get some more messages here. I'm gonna pull, where we going? Let's get a cosmic reading card. No. You're gonna have to do that because that's just what I just said. And I was going for something else, but that, see, I'm letting source do it. That ain't no, there aren't any coincidence in life. She found her way. Yeah, she sure did. She killing it on that song with Nas. Word. Make it last forever. That always reminds me of The Wood. But that's what's playing right now. Make it last. The only thing we make it last over here is unconditional love. Not that other bullshit that no. Absolutely not. If it ain't unconditional love, you can go kick rocks with your shoes off and no socks on. And them rocks gonna get you right back. Mess with nature if you want. That's why now, no matter what the temperature is or what's going on outside, do your thing, Mother Nature, because they messing with the weather too at the end of the day. But that's a whole nother topic. Whatever she presents, I embrace it all. Oh, it's cold, I'm with you. It's warm outside, I'm with you. It's hot, I'm with you. It's good, I'm with you. People gotta chill with their words. They think it's a game because they think it's funny. All right, keep playing. And that's the way these visions are coming through these past few weeks. My higher self ain't allowing me to play myself at all. They done merged. They like, oh yeah, you want to keep playing. You want to keep playing these minor games. Okay, see what happens. Like clockwork. I already know when things are coming, and then at this point, I'm not here to explain myself to nobody. You can sit here and think it's just whatever. All right, I already see what's going down before it goes down. It's another reason why, like when you go through these journeys and you find yourself healing, this is why I say pay attention to those and the way they respond to you while you're healing. It'll tell you a lot. It was just 4404 when I was saying that. Pay attention. So you can surrender denial, accept people and situations for who they are as they are without denying the difficulties. Pay attention. Don't deny the difficulties because it'll have you keep going in that circle or that cycle. You've been feeling Mother Nature. Let's get the activation message here for your soul, and then we'll go into the tarot. Activation message for the soul, we're going to the tarot. It was just 442. And then we have be still. Similar to yesterday. A lot is happening. Be still. And continue to believe. 5-4. 5-4. Excuse me. Now 5-4 will actually be Moon in Taurus. Moon in Taurus. Be still. Ground your emotions. Ground the way you've been feeling. And your ancestors are definitely supporting you as you're doing this because they overstand. If anything, it's people who had crossed over, who had to go through these paths to get to the other side. Overstand where you're at right now. Overstand where you're at right now. This is why I say I trust more the spiritual these days than I do the physical. It's not a game. It's not a game. It's not. Went right to the page of believe at that. Believe in yourself. It's time to explore new realms of spiritual awareness. See what I'm saying? We're going to look into this message here. We're going to look at it. We're going to look at this. For a long time, you've cautiously walked, watching others shine and soar to heights that seem unreachable for you. If you were drawn to this card, Spirit is encouraging you to take the next step and join the birds that fly through the rainbow-filled skies. Take a chance. If you fail, you fail. If you make a mistake, then learn from it. Life has no guarantees. If you spend your life waiting for guarantees before taking the plunge, you just might be waiting around for a long time. Now, Bob Marley's A Life Path 9, and that was a song Waiting in Vain, because that's all about waiting for something outside of you to shift and thanking the energies outside of you instead of thanking the God within. Being ignorant, that shit got to stop. It got to stop. It got to stop. If you spend your life waiting for guarantees before taking the plunge, you just might be waiting around for a long time. Life is not meant to be lived perfectly. That is not the lesson. It's about believing in yourself. That was the whole point of the age of Pisces. But if people don't read, listen, and hear, especially if it's coming from a younger seed. See, people get it misconstrued even more so because of the age of a person. You don't know what soul this person is and the information they have to liberate your damn soul. And I'm going to say damn soul because it's probably stuck. We shifting this thing here. You hear me? We shifting this collective. Come on now. We shifting this. We supposed to be living in the world with unconditional love, not manipulation. Because in this age of Aquarius, that's not gonna fit. It's not gonna fit. It's the age of knowing that's connected to the solar plexus, which is all about will, power, strength, courage. Are you going to have the courage to step out of your comfort zone is the question. Because a lot of what people know today is somebody else's belief because they haven't taken the time to research and want to keep following shit. Do you know what your soul has to say? Or must you wake it up? Or must you wake the spirit up to connect to the soul? Adorn, Miguel is playing. Ashe. Continue to speak, Source. Have the courage to pull through thoughts that hold you back from pursuing your passions and dreams. You have so much to share with the world. By not believing in yourself, you deny humanity the opportunity to raise its own light through your unique expression. Expression is the I am. It's Aries energy, as well as Gemini. But you got to have the sense of worth, which is in between those two. Aries and Gemini is Taurus, which is connecting to nature. And connecting to nature is seeing, knowing, and believing that the way nature shifts is the way that you should be shifting. But see, when it's cold, people want to complain about it instead of absorbing that energy, embracing the winter, in that dark space for that gestation to occur so you can grow and blossom. But that's not, you know what, let's go. It says here, we are all unique, each and every one of us, representing different facets of light. Your self-expression is unique to you. So don't think for one moment that you are not as good as another, because we're not here to compete. We're not here to compete. We're here to work as a collective. Yes, work as a collective. You are amazing, talented, and so very dear. Not diving in is only delaying the growth of your soul and the souls of others around you. This is why you stay on your path, regardless of what anybody feels, because they may not even know your purpose. And this goes back to, children. Just because they're your child don't mean that no. Better listen. You don't know what soul that is. Shit, it may be, it is, and not that it may be, that same God that you're looking for outside of you. As you as well. I always tell folks, it's the younger ones that came to help and awaken. I tell them, don't sleep on younger divines at all. For real, for real. They like to throw that respect or you're being disrespectful. You're disrespecting yourself because you don't even realize the seed that source has brought to you. And constantly receiving signs because your success and abundance is on hold. Not diving in is only delaying the growth of your soul and the souls of others around you. For when you make that choice to give it all you have, others will be inspired by your courage, passion, and creative expression. Release any fears of security, stability, and finances. Trust that your needs will be met. Ashe. I'll receive it. When you follow your heart with intentions to serve humanity, doors of abundance and prosperity naturally open. So here we talking about your North Node, y'all. Sending you so much love and light to you. The affirmation for believe. I am courageous as I soar to new heights of spiritual awareness. I am courageous as I soar to new heights of spiritual awareness. I am courageous as I soar to new heights of spiritual awareness. And what do we have? The associated chakras, the solar plexus and the heart. The two that are under the throat, the intuition, where God speaks. You got to believe first that you are that I am. People like to say, oh, God, help me this, or thank God. You better start thanking yourself. But see, that's a lack of belief when you keep throwing it outside of you. Come on now. I got you. The Most High flows through all of us. Ashe. You feel me? It's look what's under this card. Mother Earth. Let's tap into the next message here. We may not even need tarot cards right now because I feel like this message in itself is just diving into it. And I may not even do the tarot. I may just keep it here on these oracles. But what I'll do is I'll go on IG Live and I'll see what the vibe is there. Because we're going to shift this everywhere. I done had enough of the bullshit. For real. It's when I say life-threatening, is life-threatening. Life-threatening. To the mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders. Lao Tzu, be still, breathe. Find that well of tranquility and serenity within you. There are times when life feels chaotic. Circumstances and relationships test and challenge you with conflicting emotions and inner storms. Sometimes your emotions are felt deeply, and you may have moments of outbursts that express pain and inner rage. Feel the emotions and understand what has come forth from you. Don't deny these energies. This is why I spend a lot of my moments to myself. Because the rage that I know that's built up within me from past generations, not just this one, other ones that